Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Appreciate you coming by today. Hope everybody's doing great. Aline Gomez, welcome to the live stream. How you doing today? Glad to have you here. Appreciate you coming by and visiting with us today. Thank you so much. I'm a little bit early today. A little bit early, trying to beat the thunderstorm so we can try to get a live stream in today. But I hope everybody's having a great day out there. It's been a cool day here in South Carolina today. A cool day today. It's only 79 degrees and cloudy. It's been raining off and on all day. Oh my God. What's up, Wicked Witch of the West? How you doing today? There's the link if anybody wants to come up and be on the panel. There is the link if anybody wants to come up and visit with us. There it is, there it is, there it is. But yeah, it's only 79 degrees here today, y'all. A little bit cool compared to normal. Hey, Remy, how you doing? Thank you so much for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. We're at Lupe Tortillas. You look like a loopy tortilla. You look like a loopy tortilla, Tony Damon. Just saying. I'm surprised Sid's out with you in public. Poor guy. Yep. Thank you very much for that thumbs up, Remy. Glad to have you here with us. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hope you're having an awesome day. But yeah, I went ahead and went early again today. I don't know if it's going to storm again or not. It's been doing it off and on all day. Well, duh, with a name like Loopy Tortillas. Mexican restaurant. Didn't you just have tacos yesterday, Tony Damien? Wasn't it yesterday you were eating tacos and now you're eating Mexican again today? Wow. I'm sure you're able to keep your system cleaned out, eating all the spicy food. Yeah, poor old Sid. I feel sorry for that feller. I really do. I feel sorry for poor old Sid. Such a nice guy. Nice guy. Au jus sandwich yesterday. Well, it must have been yesterday's day before yesterday, then, Tony Damien, when you had tacos. Hey, Sid, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? I know it's tough out there, Sid. Hang in there, my friend. Hang in there. I know how she acts in public, buddy, so hang in there. What's up, KK? How you doing today? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, it's tough. Sid has to take Tony out in public sometimes. It's tough. I feel for him. I ain't never heard of that Mexican restaurant, Tony Damien. Is that restaurant a restaurant chain, or is that just an individual Mexican restaurant? I don't remember that when I was out there in Houston. Of course, the only one I really remember is the one where the girls were walking around half naked. That's the only Mexican restaurant that I really remember. What's up, Sonia? Yeah, the one I went, the only one I remember going to is the one where they wore the short spandex shorts and halfway wearing a top, if you really want to call it that. Yes, it is, but small. I hear you. There's the linky. If anybody wants to come up, click on the linky. Feel free to come up on the live stream. But yeah, we're only 79 degrees, y'all. It's been a weird day here. It rained for 5 minutes, and then the sun would come out for an hour, and then it'd rain 5 minutes, and then the sun would come back out, and it'd rain 5 minutes. All day long, it's done that. It's been a weird day today. Live from the Jersey Shore, it is Snooky.
How are you?
So,
How are you?
I got a phone call last night in the middle of the night from the Jersey State Police Department. And they'd found Snooky out with some blue guy causing trouble. So I'm not sure what was going on. What were you and Papa Smurf doing last night?
Causing mass chaos and destruction.
Look at Instagram. Oh, Lord. I have to see if it got here yet, Tony Damon. Sometimes you send me stuff and it don't come for 3 days.
3 days.
Oh, Cowboy Sid's posted something. Ooh, margaritas. Ooh. Ending the weekend on a good note with the wifey. Oh,
The
way to
wifey.
suck up, Sid. Way to suck up, buddy. Appreciate the like and share, Arlene Verdita. Boy, that Sid's a handsome guy. That's a handsome young man right there.
Hey,
He
Arlene.
really is. I don't know who that is sitting beside of him, but he's a handsome young man. Yeah, I don't know who that person is sitting beside of him. But yeah, he's a handsome young man. Only problem is he's wearing a Cowboys shirt. Yeah, the only problem is he's wearing a Cowboys shirt. That's the only problem. That Tony Damien's lucky. She's lucky she found a fine, outstanding young man like Sid.
So
He's almost as sweet. He's almost as sweet and nice and innocent as I am.
Yeah.
Almost.
So we had an interesting day today.
Uh-oh, what'd you break?
Oh no. You know how they say things happen in threes?
Oh yeah.
So we're driving home. The first weird thing that we see. Actually, this was before we drove home. They were having a meeting at the campground before we left. And this guy had apparently gotten kicked out. And he was all, angry and pissed off and stuff. So he proceeds to drive his camper through the campground like a raving lunatic. Right? No regard for anybody. So we're all out in the field and we see this guy. He goes whipping into the area where the dumpsters are kept. And the two women make a beeline in their golf cart through the tree line to catch this guy. It was what like his problem is, Well, by the time they got over there, he had gotten back in his truck and took off again. And now he's driving through the campground, like on the way out the exit to leave. And he's, whipping around, kicking up dust. Like, what is this? What is wrong with this guy? He goes out the exit gate, and of course, where we were having the meeting in the field, is right by the road that goes into the campground. He floors it down the road, right, squealing tires, like the whole 9 yards, pulling his camper behind him. Goes to make the turn to go down to the main street, almost flips the camper over. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, what are you doing? You know? So the second thing was, we're going down the road and we're coming to the traffic light, and coming in the opposite direction was this car that had a dog in it. And the guy had his sunroof open. And the dog has got his head stuck out the sunroof, and he's barking at everything. Like, there's going to be one more thing that happens before we even get anywhere near the parkway to get back home. Yeah. Well, lo and behold, we go further down the road and we get on one of the major interstate. It's not an interstate, but it's a 4-lane divided 4-lane divided highway, 2-lane, and everybody slams their brakes. And here is a whole family of geese crossing the highway.
Wow.
I'm like, see, things happen in threes. Like, what is going on here? It was a weird morning. It was pretty funny.
Now you talking about the guy flying through there with the camper and stuff. I was going to ask you, when did Vermont get a truck and a camper and come down and visit you?
Yeah. It was crazy. Such a weird day. So how was your weekend?
Damon said that is a nice looking chick with him. Oh, I must have got one of the old pictures, Tony Damien. I didn't see that. So how did the weekend go? Did y'all have fun?
Yeah, it was a little chilly yesterday. Actually, wound up having to put t-shirts and pants and a t-shirt on, jeans and a t-shirt. Good turnout last night.
It's been a weird day here today. It rained like 10 minutes and then the sun would come out, and it rained 5 minutes and then the sun would come out, and it's like 79 degrees, but the humidity's just off the chain.
Yeah.
It's been a weird day.
I don't know if they caught up to the guy or not, KK, but it was... I thought they had caught him when he was over by the dumpsters because he stopped and he got out. But...
Well, how much of your campground is permanent sites? Is quite a bit of it like permanent sites?
About 70% of it, yeah.
70% is permanent?
Yeah.
That usually helps keep the riffraff out.
Yeah, well, that's what she was talking about. She's hoping to eventually make the whole thing seasonal, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yep. Yeah, that cuts down, usually has a tendency to cut down on a lot of problems.
But, I mean, there's kids all over the place. You know, they're riding their bike. People, you know, it's like, you don't know. And he literally, when he went to make that turn to go down the main road, he literally almost flipped his camper over. It was crazy.
Well, yeah, people walking their pets and kids, and crazy. And I'm sure the speed limit is probably what, 5 or 10 miles an hour through the campground?
It's 5.
Yeah. That's weird. Weird.
But supposedly one of the seasonals, I guess he was in a transient site next to her, and she had nothing but issues with him the whole weekend.
Well, what people don't come to realize is when you go camping like that in a campground, you still got to have manners, you know?
Absolutely.
You know, at a certain time, you need to cut it off, go to bed, and get up the next day and start over again. You know, it ain't like, you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere all by yourself camping and you can make all the noise or drink and hoop and holler all you want to. You still got to have some guidelines when you're in a campground.
Of course. And I don't know if he was just, I don't know when he had gotten asked to leave, whether it was this morning or yesterday or whatever the case was. But if you're asking me to leave, like, I'm going to leave this ASAP. Like, I'm not going to hang out another day and sit there and, you know. And one of the guys, one of the seasonals when we were at the meeting, because you can yell, they can hear you right from the road there. He's like, you blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh. The guy just gave him the finger as he was riding that, you know, barreling down the street. It was an interesting.
Yeah,
morning.
you got to be kind of careful nowadays because the guy could have had anything in his vehicle. You know,
Absolutely.
if he's already ticked off and acting like an idiot, no sense in throwing gas on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just let him go.
But I mean, they had their responsibility to, you know, at least slow him down and find out why the heck he was driving so fast. You know, they had to find that out. So, yeah, we just got home like 10, 15 minutes ago.
Y'all have one of those gates where you have the code to let you in and out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're talking about changing it over to a key fob system,
Right.
or one of those RFID cards that you have to tap against it, because you can give anybody your gate code. Anybody can get in there.
Yep. So, well, it sounds like the campground's set up for the right thing. It's just sad you have to have idiots like that show up and ruin the weekend for folks.
And then the other thing was, she was telling us today that they have camera footage of, you know, the state police are allowed to come in and drive around and check on things whenever they want. They don't need permission. And they have their own specific gate code that they can use to get in. She's got footage of a state police car not using the gate code, but taking down a piece of the fence and driving through the back way.
Wow.
So when she called the barracks, she says, hey, you know, on this date at this time, I have footage of car number whatever coming through. You know, and she tells them the story. And she says, you know, you guys have a gate code, and, you know, you can use the gate code to come in. And they said, well, we don't have any record of, you know, there was no report filed or any kind of paperwork filed stating that they were there. Well, no, of course, they were only doing a premise check. You know, you don't have to do any paperwork on that, I don't think. But why not use the gate? Why do you have to take a piece of fence down? What are you doing?
Maybe he was meeting his girlfriend there in the campground or something, and he didn't want nobody to see him coming in the state trooper car. There's no telling.
Right?
Tony Damon says, I need a nap. You always need a nap, Tony Damon. Good Lord. Take some vitamins, Tony Damon. Drink about 2 Mountain Dews. You know, the funny thing is she's not doing keto now. She used to say the same thing back when she was doing keto. She goes, oh, I'm tired. I need a nap. And I used to think, it's because of all that crazy stuff you're eating. Well, now she's eating regular food and she still needs a nap. She's just getting old. That's what it is. I dread when I get to be her age.
Yeah, so that was my interesting day.
Well, at least it livened it up for you a little bit. I'm sure Jim had some choice words to say too.
A lot of people were like, "What the bleepy bleep bleep is this guy do?"
I bet.
Oh my god, it was crazy.
I bet.
You know, it was a full size. I forgot. Maybe it was a Ford pickup. You know, crew cab, long bed, and this like maybe 26-foot camper. You know, the truck was longer than the camper was. Yeah, and he's just whipping this thing around. I was like waiting for it to land on its side.
Yeah, as long as nobody would have gotten hurt, that probably would have been payback for him if he had have flipped it over.
Yeah, he probably
As long as,
he was probably so mad he probably would have drug it down the street.
yeah, hopefully he wasn't intoxicated or something, and something happened further down the road.
Yeah, people just don't care.
Well, the problem is people don't think about their consequences.
Oh
You
no,
know, it goes
absolutely
back
not.
to the old thing. For every action, there's a reaction.
Yep.
Good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. For every action, there is some kind of reaction. That's what I've been trying to teach Vermont when he goes out in public with his wife. Every action has a reaction. And he always says, "Well, I didn't do nothing." Well, yeah, if you're riding, a skateboard down the aisle at Walmart, or you get the basketball out and you're dribbling up and down the Walmart, and if you're riding a bicycle up and down the aisleway, and you're talking to the young, pretty little girls at Walmart or at the health food store, and your wife's standing right there with you, every action has a reaction.
Yep.
KK said, I had a nap today. Dang, seems like everybody's napping. Tony Damien's napping. KK's napping. Lord have mercy. Y'all act like y'all are 75 years old or something.
I think it's time to break out the pots and pans and start banging them around.
Playing some music or something. Today must have been singing day. I went to a bunch of live streams today.
Yeah.
And they had all the people up on their panels singing today.
I noticed they like to do that a lot.
Yeah, the Filipino channels, they love to sing. Everywhere I went today, they were all singing. They call it vidjoki over there. Instead of karaoke, they call it vidjoki. And yeah, they all sing and sing and sing and sing. Lord, that looks like poop, Tony Damien. You eat all them beans, you're going to be in big trouble. Look at all them beans in that plate. Good Lord, have mercy. I don't see a keto thing. I don't see a keto thing on there, Tony Damien. You know, it's funny to see her eating that, because when I first met her, Sonia, she was a diehard keto person. I mean, she was one of those diehard keto people. She was like the president of the keto people on YouTube.
That's funny.
And now she done kicked the keto to the curb. Yeah, when that group first started, they were diehard keto people. And you know me, I go in there chatting away, running my mouth, and a lot of them got mad at me. A lot of them stopped coming when I did the hillbilly keto diet video that I did.
Oh, really? I have to go look at
that. They stopped coming then. I can't remember if it was it was the live stream I did.
Oh, okay.
I did a live stream holding up all my snacks and I had like a 10-pound bag of candy and all that stuff. And yeah, they didn't like it very much. They all quit coming after that. I'm not sure why, but yeah, they stopped coming after that.
They're like, what is this crazy guy doing?
The mess happened, she says. What's the mess got to do with you doing keto? You still had Instacart deliveries coming. Tony Damien confuses me sometimes. She's like Bruce. Sometimes Bruce confuses me.
Why?
He cut just out of the clear blue. He'll come up with some kind of comment about something, and I'm like, "What is he talking about?" And then he says, "Oh, never mind." I'm like, "Okay."
Just talking out loud.
Thank goodness his camera seems to be working and his sound seems to be working. Maybe his blood pressure will go down a little bit now.
Yeah, well, when I was doing my drive home earlier, his internet went wonky, and he disappeared for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then come to find out that they're doing work down the road, and he thinks that they hit his internet cable. So he says, "Let me go." He says, "I think I have to go scream at somebody." So that's probably why he's not here. He was working off his phone data or whatever.
Yeah, he's a trip.
I know what that's like, man. I remember, even up to now, like we had a bad thunderstorm. It was more of an electrical storm. It didn't really rain. It was just thundered and lightning a lot. And Jim's cable just started pixelating like crazy, and I thought they fixed all this stuff. Like this doesn't happen anymore, He's like, "Oh,
Tony
no."
Damien said he types in the wrong chat by accident.
I don't know if I've ever done that before. Can't say I've ever done that.
Well, I'm not like a professional like Tony Damien and all these other people. They'll have like 3 or 4 or 5 tabs open with that many live streams going at one time, so that they don't really pay attention to what's going on in each live stream because they're too busy hopping from live stream to live stream. Tony Damien's done that too. She's come in here and typed something, and everybody's like, "What is she talking about?" She's, "Oops, wrong live stream." But yeah, I'm like that too down here, Sonia. A lot of times in the evenings, it'll cloud up and it'll thunder and lightning here, but
Right.
it won't rain. But my direct TV goes out, my internet drops, everything goes crazy from just the electrical storm.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, everybody talks about, everything's going to go to satellite and they're going to do away with, cable lines and telephone lines and all that. Well, be prepared if they do get rid of all that stuff and go to satellites, because old Mother Nature has a say about it too.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's waiting for this Starlink to come out from Elon Musk. That's supposed to be like, But even remember when satellite internet came out, it wasn't all that great. It's still not all that great.
Still not. No, it's not. I've tried it several times out here where I'm at, and it ain't worth a flip. Did you see where I guess that one billionaire was auctioning off a seat to ride in the plane to go up into the edge of space? Yeah. Winning bid was like $28 million or $29 million.
Some stupid, phenomenal amount of money.
Geez, I ought to offer those rich people a free trip to the country. I could probably get $100,000 out of them just to come to the country that they've never seen. That proves to you right there how some people have got just way too much money.
Yeah. Well, you can't take it with you, so they figure to do something with it.
Yeah, he's taking his brother too. Yeah, I saw that, Tony. But I mean, I guess it's kind of my thoughts is kind of distribution of wealth. But when you make a certain point, I mean, to me, there's no reason for a president, vice president, or a CEO of a company to get paid two, three, four, $500 million a year.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're paying minimum wage to work on your factory floors, and you're making $250 million a year. I don't get that. That is one thing I don't understand. I don't understand that part of it. And what a lot of people don't realize is some of those folks, like the big dog at the phone company I used to work for, he makes so much bonus in stock.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it looks like his salary is not that great, but if you break it down and look at how much he gets in stock every year, it's off the chain.
Yep. No, I think Elon Musk, between Elon Musk and what's his name, they have more money than they'll ever know what to do with.
It's like Branson. Branson's rich. Musk is rich. Gates. All them people.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the filthy rich ones we're talking about. We're not talking about the 500, $600 million a year people. I mean, I get it. Capitalism's capitalism, but dang, a lot of money. It's like Tony Damon. She needs to start divvying up some of that money she's got stashed away. Vermont paint, all them mason jars he's got in his backyard. He needs to start giving some of that away. Oh, hello, Vermont paint. What's up, dude? Love. Let's see if he's got internet. He probably don't. He's probably gonna say, "I don't have internet." It's what's funny, Sonia,
What's
is
that?
his melon went down. Now his internet went down. I think he forgot to pay his bill.
That's what Jim said.
Yeah, he's getting old and senile. I think he forgot to pay his bills this month.
You're like the third person today that said that.
Yeah, he thought he paid him, but he really didn't pay him because everything got shut off yesterday and today. I have internet now. Leave me alone. Yeah, you called him up and paid the bill.
Oh, no, you're the second person. That's right, because you said it twice. Yeah.
Hey, Iva. How you doing today? How you doing? So, Sonia, when are y'all going on your vacation again? The end of summer?
Yes, we're leaving on the 23rd of September at the butt crack of dawn. And we should be in Michigan sometime the next day. And then we're leaving on Sunday, the 26th in the morning. And we should be in Vermont probably mid-morning on Monday, the 27th. I had to look at my calendar.
That's going to be freezing cold in Vermont that time of year, right?
Well, he did say bring a jacket, so. Hey, Iva.
No, he wears a jacket that time of year. You better bring an Eskimo outfit.
Eskimo.
Better bring some snow chains and your Eskimo gear and all that with you. Insulated coveralls. So yeah, end of September you going on vacay.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
I don't have the. I've only been at this job I'm at since October, so I had to build up the PTO time to.
Right. I got you.
It's still warm that time of year. It's like 50 degrees, he said.
Well, it's like a lot of these people that in the middle of the summer they take off to Arizona and
Like, what are you
New
doing? Where are you going?
Mexico and Nevada and Texas and all these places, and I'm like, why?
Go somewhere where it's a little cooler.
You're going to set your camper up, you're going to turn the air conditioner on, and you're not going to leave the camper.
Yeah.
Tony Damien, you better take care of Sid. Better take care of my buddy Sid. It's still warm that time of the year. It's like 50. Yeah, not this year. There'll be 4 foot of snow on the ground when Sonya gets there.
Run, bite your tongue.
Yeah, it's 50 and the wind chill's like 32.
Windshield like 32. Oh, what? What's he doing?
Brilliant live stream. Right, guys, if we go rocking and rolling, the RV DJs in the live channel. It's going to move. Game and Prince 91 still in there as well. I appreciate that support, my friend Robert Hope, the Collins.
I ain't never coming there again, Tony Damien. I've had enough of that part of the country. I ain't lost a thing there.
There's the link in the chat as well, guys, from the RV DJ. And thanks for the fantastic super chat.
Oh, you're on Runny Eggs live stream. I can hear him talking.
Oh, you can hear him?
Yeah, I recognize that voice.
He just like dropped my link in his channel. He came into my live earlier, and then we did a raid on him after I got home. He just like
Tony Damien says, "Ooh, 2-timer." You got a lot of room to talk, Tony Damien. Yeah, I can recognize Runny
I didn't
Eggs
think you could hear
voice
that through the microphone.
anywhere.
It's still short season in September. Whoop whoop. Oh, yeah. He's got it up there.
We wasn't talking about how tall you were, Vermont. We were talking about it being cold. Wow, it warmed up to 80 degrees. What's the temperature in Houston, Tony Damien? What's the temperature in Houston? I bet y'all are hot. Oh, and I watched the national weather this morning, Tony Damien. There's a tropical storm building up at the southern end of Mexico in the Gulf. So you better keep an eye out. Vermont says BRB. He either said BRB or he burped. I'm not sure which one of the two it is. But yeah, I guess it's going to be the first tropical storm of the year or the second one. I'm not sure. I saw it this morning. Looked like it was building up off the southern tip of Mexico. Heat index about 97. Yeah, I figured y'all were hot. God bless them poor old people out there in Arizona and out there. They're talking like 115 degrees, 120 degrees. California, Arizona, Nevada, all the way up into Montana. I think it's supposed to be like 100 degrees in Montana.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. I got a couple of people that come to my live streams they're from Arizona, and they were saying it's going to be like 113, 117 this week.
Yeah, they said it's going to be like 100 degrees all the way up to Montana. It's like, dang. Yeah, I've said it a million times. I don't understand people like the people in Minnesota. 60 below zero in the wintertime and it's 100 degrees in the summertime. How does your body ever get used to that?
I don't know. I can't deal with. I can deal with warm. I can't deal with humidity. Because I walk out the door and 3 seconds later I'm already starting to sweat.
Oh, it's like here in the summertime, Sonia. You take a shower, you walk out the door to go to work in the morning, and from the front porch to your car, you break out in a sweat.
Yep.
Same thing out there where Tony Damien is. Walk out of the hotel room to get in the company vehicle, and before you get halfway across the parking lot, you're soaking wet with sweat.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess if you grow up with it, you get used to it. It's like a lot of those country folks down there in Alabama and Mississippi. They've never had air conditioner in their lives. They still don't have it.
Yeah.
It amazes me.
I'm not a fan of humidity. I like warm because I am not a winter person. Like, ugh. And even fall, like I can do without winter. If we had 3 seasons, I'd be okay. But winter, I'm just not a fan.
Hey, Bree.
And then there was Bree.
Life changes here. How hot is it there? Oh, it's not that hot today. It's only 80. But yeah, I'm like you. I love the heat. But the heat, when it gets to be 100% humidity, that's what I don't like. It's like by August, you can't even get in my above ground pool. It's just like getting in a hot bathtub.
Oh, I bet.
Uh-oh. Here comes Grumpy. I mean, Dude Love.
Not Grumpy.
What's up, Dude Love?
What's up? Coming to protect my virtue.
Your virtue, dude. You lost that a long time ago.
I told my wife that. She said, shut up.
You lost your virtue with Betty Rubble before she became Betty Rubble.
Yep. I was going.
Raining buckets at my house today, Bree says. Not me. It's weird here. I've never seen it do this. Clouds coming straight out of the north and rain and sun come out, rain and sun come up. It's like I'm in Florida.
We got beautiful weather today.
Well, I'm only 80, but it's just a weird day. The way that, it'd be bright sunshine beating down, and then 5 minutes later it'll rain for 5 or 10 minutes, and then sun come out all day long. It's been a weird day.
82.
And it's like 77 here.
My chair's bugging me.
Oh, he's sitting on a blanket. Wow.
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 You know why? Because these gaming chairs are joke.
Everybody that I see that has those complain about them, and they don't last long.
No, this one's leather, but the one that was comfortable, the blue and black one I had, was pleather, and it fell apart like within a month.
And probably expensive as heck too.
I think $280.
Mm.
I didn't buy either one of them. They're both gifts from my sister-in-law.
Well, I'm going to be in trouble here at the house. I saw we have the little bitty field mice.
Don't like mice.
I saw one come in the kitchen,
Uh-oh.
and Mom didn't see it. Thank goodness. She doesn't know about it yet.
Time to be setting out a little decon. Well, you can't. You have dogs. Well, you can put it underneath.
Yeah, I put it underneath everything. I've got it out now. I keep it out because usually in the spring and in the fall we'll get them. They're the little field mice. They come in, but hadn't seen. It's been a couple of years since I've seen any.
I've got 4 traps in the garage and 4 or 5 down here. I catch them all winter long. It doesn't matter what I do. You know, they're going to come in, whatever they can find.
Yeah,
Well, they come in if I leave my door open for 2 seconds in the garage, like when you're backing out, they're in.
like I say, I've got decon out everywhere, stashed behind all the appliances and most of the rooms and under dressers and everywhere else. But I don't know. It was in the kitchen earlier.
Yeah, that's what my daughter had that problem for a while in her house, and I put in new cabinets and blocked off every single access to the outdoors I could find.
Well, the problem is when they show up outside, you see them outside in the field, that's when the snakes start showing up too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been having this big cat running around my house outside, meowing at my cats in the windows. Of course, my cats are all fixed, so there's no spraying or smell or anything come from my house, but
The Wicked Witch of the West.
I think it's after the baby money.
South.
She going to the store.
That cat won't
No,
make
I'm
it
leaving
if
the
that's not
restaurant.
funny.
Oh, so you're talking to me.
No, why
Hold
would
on,
we
let me
talk to
turn
you?
this way. 'Cause I'm
Hi,
nicer
Sid.
than
How's it
you.
going, Sid? How are you, Sid? We'll
I
talk to
can see
you.
you. He's
Yeah.
hot.
We'll talk to Sid. Except for that
Whatever.
hat. Except for that hat he's wearing.
And shirt.
Oh, drop off.
See, I used to put mothballs out underneath the house all the time. And then they sell some stuff down here. It's supposed to be some kind of snake repellent that you can't really smell it, but they can smell it. I used to put that out, but
When
don't
I
know
had
if
that
any-
property with a lake on it, we had that property with it had a lake. We had to put a snake barrier every year. I don't know.
A friend of mine uses diatomaceous earth,
on
for
my
a
phone.
filter, for a pool filter.
right?
And I guess, because that's crushed up seashells, it's like razor blades to them. And they don't like going over it. He brings that stuff around his garden and stuff, and he says I never see them.
It's not that GPS. It's mine on my phone. Well, I have the camera on.
Kind of weird using
Oh.
pool filter stuff for taking care of snakes, but
Hey, whatever works, dude. Well, see, that's like up home when we were kids, living in the old houses. Everywhere there was a pipe coming through the floor, we used to get Brillo pads,
yep.
stuffed Brillo pads down in the hole.
The real ones, not those SOS things.
Yeah, the real ones from back in the day.
Yeah, the ones that would scratch your skin off.
Yep,
Can't find
the
those
ones
much
you had to
anymore.
put leather gloves on the handle so you didn't cut your fingers.
Yeah, it looks like they picked them up from a machine shop from all the shaving from drills. Yeah, that stuff.
Yep.
They were rugged though. Just don't ever try to clean chrome with them.
No. Don't use it. Don't use it on your cast iron skillet either.
No, I don't use anything. I use a sponge on my cast iron skillet. I just oil it and bake it back in there, you know.
So Bruce, when did you buy the camper and the pickup truck? I didn't know you were going camping this weekend down in Jersey.
No.
They said the guy got kicked out of the campground this morning and took off flying around the campground with his camper hooked up to his pickup truck and almost turned it over going out the entrance to the campground. And
Well, you know,
like,
it wouldn't
dang.
be me. I wouldn't turn it over. I'd hit the ditch or something first, but I wouldn't turn it over. Actually, we looked at a camper this past weekend. Oh, actually, that's this weekend. Friday.
Bree, do you want to come up on the panel? I meant to ask her again a while ago. So are you going to buy one of the big motor homes, or are you just going to buy a pull behind?
No, we were actually just looking at like a little 18-foot pull behind. Something I can just get a toilet and one little kitchenette and a bed.
Are you whispering?
Something I can pull with my edge, you know.
Hey, Miss Terry Lee Mercer. Hope you feel better. Bree, do you want to come up on the panel? I can't hear Tony Damien.
I'd love to buy a big RV. That'd be nice. I could pull my boat.
The guy that's supposed to be my real dad, he used to buy pull behind campers, and finally he bought like a 28 or 32 foot long, one of those high lows. It was pretty neat because he pulled it with his Bronco, because when you let it down, the whole thing flattens down.
Right, yeah.
You pull it down the road, it's like you're not hardly even pulling anything.
Yeah,
When you get to the campground, just raise it up.
The pop-ups are cool, but they're not so effective up here. They're a little cold. But now they got fancy ones that are all hard shell.
That's
Used
what
to be-
this was. It was completely hard.
The hard shell one? Yeah. The tent ones are cool, but they're also cool. They're cold.
Okay, Bree.
Yeah, pop up.
No.
I skipped over that whole pop up thing.
Well, I want to get a teardrop, but my wife said no. It needs to have
Well,
a
see,
bathroom.
that high low he had wasn't a pop-up. It was like a hard shell camper, but it just folded down
Yeah,
and then it would raise up completely. It was a full-size camper, and it was hard like a camper.
they make one of those for a pickup too, Hillbilly. Believe it or not, it lowers down. It almost looks like a tonneau cover, but maybe just a little bit higher. And then it goes up to full size, truck camper type deal. That would be cool to have too, because then you can tow your boat.
This one was like 8 foot tall, fully raised up, and when you brought it down, it went down to like 4 foot tall. Had a full bathroom, shower, kitchen, everything, just like a regular camper
Yeah.
did. It was pretty neat.
That'd be cool. My son's looking at kayaks. He can't walk down and get the mail, but he's looking at kayaks.
Get the mail, basically.
I said, sure. You gotta remember, you gotta paddle those.
Well, if he gets into kayaking, I guess you might as well plan on a trip down to Western North Carolina, North Georgia, East Tennessee.
He likes to.
Everybody that does kayaking goes over there to the Nantahala River, brother. Anybody and everybody that does kayaking, that's where they go.
He wants to buy they have fishing kayaks that are really just set up for fishing.
Yep.
Because we got a few spots that have 48-inch northern pike, but they're in the weeds where I can't put my boat because you got to go under a bridge. That's pretty low. it would take out my windshield on my boat. But all the big bass and all the big northerns are back there. Probably get a canoe back there, okay, but I wouldn't want to get stuck back there.
Dude, I watched something on TV today that I can guarantee you that the hillbilly would never have attempted, even back when I was 16, 17, 18 years old and was absolutely stupid. I still wouldn't do something like this. They were watching, they did some sonar and they found this World War I U-boat that surrendered and the British sunk it. But they swear, all the German officers swore up and down that the sea monster attacked the submarine and damaged it. It went down in 360 feet of water. So what they did is they drive around the boat, and it's in the North Atlantic between Ireland and Scotland or somewhere right there where the currents are like astronomical.
Where it's nice and warm, yeah.
So they got this hook with a rope on it. And they kept trying to snag it. And with the way the current's coming, it's hitting like the front of the submarine. It's not, so they can't hit the side and try to hook to it. So they're trying to catch the front of it. So they miss and miss and miss and miss, and then they finally think they got it hooked. Well, all the divers have rebreathers. You know, I guess you can breathe out and it takes out the carbon monoxide and refreshes the air.
It's a scrubber, yeah.
Okay. Well, these guys are going down a rope, and all they've got is a headlamp, the rebreather tanks, and they have no communications with the surfers. Apparently, with the rebreathers, they can't do communications. So they go down 360 feet to the bottom of the ocean, and they get there, and they didn't hook a submarine. It hooked a crack in the bottom of the ocean. The hook did. They're down there for 20 minutes. Then they have to come up, and it takes them a little over 3 hours to come up, decompressing as they come up so they don't get the bends.
Yeah, because they don't have mixed air, yeah.
But the thing about it to me is, who's going to go 360 feet underneath the water? They were talking about some shark that they found, you know, like 30 years ago, some like largemouth shark.
Yeah,
they were talking about the giant eels that are down there. They were talking about something else. One bite of it would cut a man in half.
well, they have those giant squid there that have beaks that look like, you know, supposedly could crack coconut in a heartbeat.
Who would want to do that? That's not my idea of fun.
Whatever happened to like an ROV maybe? I'm just saying, you know. I mean, I could put a GoPro down there just as easily.
Well, the next thing they did was when they finished that, they couldn't find it. Hey, Neil. They went to Inverness over Loch Ness. So they went down 100 feet, and dude, it's pitch black. I mean, 100 foot down, and they said parts of that place is like over 700 feet deep.
Yeah.
They went down 100 feet, and it was pitch black.
Yeah, we got two spots in our lake that are 427 feet, 28 feet deep.
But they went down there with the rebreathers too on.
Forget that. Those things are not predictable, though.
Yeah.
There's a reason the military stopped using them.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. You know, everybody, you know, made fun of me about going on a submarine, but at least I had metal steel outside of me and not just a rubber suit to protect me from something biting me.
Yeah. Yeah, even those Kevlar wetsuits that they have now are not worth a dang. Some guy said, oh, he did that shark test thing, you know, he had the rubber arm with the Kevlar sleeve on it and the glove and all that, and he sticks it down on the pole, and the shark went, and there's teeth marks in it. Because, well, they kind of forgot that the shark's pressure could actually crush the suit into your skin.
Hey, Muscle Man. Hey, Travel Dreamer.
Small detail.
Yeah.
It's like,
A
yeah,
small
oh,
detail that's major. That
Yeah.
goes back to what me and Sonya were talking about. Every action has a reaction.
oh yeah.
And some people don't think about all the reactions from the action that they take.
I mean, you're in the South. You've got those beautiful, wonderful snapping turtles down there.
Oh yeah, that don't let go till the sun goes down, even if they're dead.
Nope, they don't release. They'll crush your arm in a heartbeat, and they're big.
Well, they did some research and they went back and they got a German guy with them on that show I was watching, and I guess the captain detailed it. The captain and the crew of the German boat said that the whatever the sea creature was actually damaged the submarine, so they didn't try to submerge to get away from the British. They surrendered.
Well, you know they're not going to tell their bosses they gave up.
Well, they got a German guy that did investigation and he went back and I guess they told the same story after the war to their high ups in Germany. So they did some research and from the experts and from the descriptions that they gave, they think it was a giant seal, dude. They were showing, or is it a seal or not a seal? What's in one that's got the big old tusk? Walrus?
Walruses, yeah.
Yeah, a giant walrus. And they
Or
said
sea-
somewhere that they've got them that are just, dude, they showed them. They're absolutely, they look like the size of a tractor and trailer.
Yeah, there's a sea lion that's what is it, 2 tons or a ton or something? It's huge. They show one
But
going
they-
up on a car and crushing it.
Well, they showed footage that this one place there was a boat. You know how they tie boats offshore on
Yeah.
an anchor? Well, they said they have a tendency to try to get on things to get a free ride, like they do ice. It showed it sunk the boat, dude. Trying to get up on it to get a free ride. What it thought was a free ride or to rest or whatever it did.
You're right.
It flipped the boat over and then it got up on top of the boat, on the bottom of the boat upside down, and it sunk the boat.
Yeah, they're big things. Yeah, there's a place in I can't remember where it is. I'll have to double check.
Oh, shoot. I'll be right back in just a second, y'all.
Oh Lord, he's here.
Elephant seals.
Elephant seals.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah, they show one. Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
Dang. Wow.
Yep. That's a big one. Yep, they destroyed the sailboat. Yeah, elephant seals and giant sea lions. Colossal elephant seal attacks cars. I think that's the one I saw. Yeah. They got it sitting in front of a looks like a Nissan.
Did you see what Jim wrote?
And company. Oh, nice. Oh, my wife just got home. They went garage sailing with my granddaughter, and my daughter didn't find any garage sales, so they went to Walmart and then the grocery store. Oh, I'm poor. Guaranteed. So I'm thinking of taking this pole down right here, Sonia.
Are you?
Thinking about it.
What are you gonna do with the camera?
Well, I might leave the pole. I'm just going to push it up and then switch it over to a light and put the camera on a tripod or something. I don't know. I'm not impressed with the camera. I should have spent the extra couple $100 and got a DSLR.
What were you telling Jim about the DSLR last night?
So the DSLR, as long as it's mirrorless, like a Canon or one of those,
Yeah.
you can actually use them for a webcam, believe it or not. Canon actually came out with a program because of all the stuff that's gone on.
Right.
You can actually you can plug them into your computer and use them as a webcam. Nice thing about it is you have control over the shutter speed and zoom and all that stuff.
Okay.
So they're great for. And then they have a Bluetooth wireless setup you can put on them. You can do
Even
the
for a
same
camera
thing.
that's old. That old?
It depends how old it is.
Well, it's a D5000.
I think D5000s are okay. Let me double check.
So Papa Smurf's at the soccer game.
Yeah, with his son.
I hope he don't get thrown out. I used to coach girls soccer, girls softball, and boys baseball back in the day.
Following the footsteps of Canon, Fuji, Panasonic, and Nikon, has released a webcam utility that uses Nikon mirrorless cameras, DSLRs, as webcams for video conferencing and webcams. So, yep.
Big Rig Jigging, how you doing?
As long as it's got the program in it.
It has to be in the camera, or it's a separate app?
It's a separate program that the company puts out.
Gotcha.
Vermont, have you noticed that a lot of vloggers and YouTubers are switching away from the GoPros and the Osmo and all those, and everybody's going to that iPhone 12?
Yeah, yep, because of the cameras that are on it. My son has a new one, and he has the 12. He paid for and bought himself when he was.
You know, that's what Overstay Road did. He had the GoPro and that Osmo, DJ Osmo or whatever it was.
Beautiful picture.
He switched to the problem with the GoPros is they don't do well in heat.
Nope. And if you remotely get them wet without a cover on them, they're done. People's like, oh no, they're good for, they say 2 meters. Well, that's 6 feet.
Yeah.
If you drop that over your boat, you're done.
Yeah, I actually got mine. It comes with a floating device.
Yeah.
So if you drop it, it don't go under the water. It floats on the surface.
Yeah, what they forget, the minor detail is that that 6 meters is at sea level 6 meters.
Yeah.
Not if you're below it or higher up, it's going to change everything.
Well, something I've noticed about him, and he's finally picked up on it on his filming, and he's actually talked about it and trying to keep it from happening. But when he first got that iPhone 12, it has a real bad problem with glare.
Yeah. Got that fancy glass cover on the back of it. That's what Nick was saying. He actually changed and put a cover, a flat cell phone cover on his, and that problem went away. Because every time he'd go like this, and that lens would just be freaking right out. I did a video today, Hillbilly. I actually recorded one with my phone. I kind of sort of was at the car wash.
Wow.
Right, Sonia?
Tell him what you did while you were going through the car wash.
I had a chicken hat on. The mask going to the car wash. I had it on before I pulled in, and the officer that was next to me getting his car wash, who's a friend of mine, said, "Yo, not while you're driving."
That'll get you arrested in South Carolina wearing that mask behind the wheel.
Well, I was going to a car wash. He said, "Car wash, fine. Don't be driving with it on, because if I catch you," he
As a
wouldn't.
matter of fact, the law used to be here. Anybody like over 12 years old, even at Halloween, were not allowed to wear a mask in public, even on Halloween.
Really? Try passing that one now.
I was reading on the phone today. I didn't realize how many high schools didn't allow prom again this year. So a bunch of families went in together, and it's like that movie Footloose.
Yep.
They rented out barns. They all went in together and got people's barns and set up barns and had prom for all their kids in barns all across the United States and stuff. That's not a bad idea. They ought to do that all the time.
They all of the graduations up here, they had them all outdoors. They didn't have any graduations inside this year. That way they could kind of get people a little further apart.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Gonna be weird.
I'm kind of done with this whole thing. I'm just done with it. I'm beyond done with it. Oh Lord, the Wicked Witch is back.
I'm home.
Wow, she's got makeup on again today. Can you believe it?
Notice
She's
anything
got
else missing?
sunglasses on in the house. She has contacts in.
They're just holding my hair back. Hi.
Are you wearing
You
contacts?
missed it.
Yes.
You missed that plate of food she was eating earlier, Vermont.
Sid is like almost in a coma over here already.
Well, you try to spend a couple of days out in the water.
Oh, he didn't go fishing this weekend. He went, oh yeah, you did go, huh? Friday. He went
I was
Friday.
going to say, we got the video. We watched it.
I forget. He goes a lot.
Duh.
Flounder. Pretty sad when we know what he's doing and she does it.
That's right.
Yes, I thought since I was going out with my husband, I would do all this.
No, he told you that you better do that or he wasn't taking you out in public.
Did not say that.
That's what I would have told you.
He probably would have agreed.
Nope.
You at home already, Sonia?
She's been home.
Got home about an hour
Oh, I
ago.
meant at her home, at home.
The kind that swim, Travel Dreamer.
He catches flounder, redfish, and trout usually. Hey, Nell. I'm going to take care of you tomorrow. I saw your message. Right before I take my car to drop it off at the shop. 6,000 miles on it, and something's wrong with the all-wheel drive.
That still kick back in again?
After Sid moved it to mow the lawn, that error has been coming up on the screen.
All right. Anybody want to take any bets today?
What are we betting on?
I picked up 54 family members today.
Ooh.
Anybody want to bet on how many I lose overnight?
Well, you should have 4 left.
I'm gonna say you're gonna keep 25, just to be.
No, I don't. They normally take away. As a matter of fact, they normally, when I go up like that, they take all of those, and they usually take 3 or 4 more extra when they take them away.
Dang.
Oh no, I meant you're going to have 4 total.
Yeah, probably.
Well, where
Probably.
did you get them from the Philippines?
Dude, I've been all over the internet today.
You might be able to
All
keep
day
some of them.
yesterday and all day today. I've heard more singing today where I don't need to listen to no more music for at least 6 months. Because everywhere I went today, everybody was doing vidjokey. For anybody that don't know what vidjokey is, it's like karaoke.
On video.
They call it vidjokey.
Okay.
Digital karaoke.
Got a new toy.
Excuse me?
I got a new toy.
Well, you didn't need to share that here.
Not that kind.
Let me mute her. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Holy cow. I went out with my husband. I put on makeup and I got a new toy. It's like, wait,
But it's
what?
rechargeable.
Oh my
Doesn't even need batteries. Oh
my God. It's rechargeable, she said. Wow.
that's a possibility of electric shock that way.
You're dumb. It's for doing manicures,
No, is that what they call it?
not manscapes, manicures.
Okay.
It's quiet.
What did I just say?
Hush your face.
You hear the noise? I mean, I'm just saying.
I have your address, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Where'd you get that?
That's 2 by sea, 1 by land. I think he's giving.
One, it's on low vibrate. 2, it's on high vibrate.
They think this is an adult entertainment material.
Ooh.
It's to give Sid a pedicure.
Jim said that we don't need to comment.
That's not what they used to call it when I was younger.
They had the little things like you use. Look how shiny it is. I got nothing for you two.
I got nothing for you, Jim.
Dirty and dirtier. Talk about dirty old men.
What is the mirror for?
It's not a mirror.
See,
I'm gonna plug it in.
see what you're doing.
Charging it up. That almost looks like a Diet Sunkist. Look, it has its own little box. Cute, right? All the attachments go neatly in the little box.
So it comes with its own box?
It does.
Wow.
Look, storage box, and it likes cord, so it doesn't get crushed in your suitcase.
And how many attachments?
Don't make him fall off of his chair again, Tony.
I hope he does. I'm gonna laugh.
How many attachments does it have?
2, 4, 6, 8.
So what you're saying is it's kind of like a Dremel tool.
It is a Dremel tool, is what it is, but it's for fingernails and toenails. Some people with dirty minds that belong on the floor in their Rugrats t-shirt. Why is he always got a dirty mind when he wears that t-shirt?
I don't know.
I think it's when he wears that t-shirt, right, Sandra?
No, It's all the time except when he's on his live stream and he's trying to be serious. Other than that,
Oh,
there's
that
no
makes-
filter.
no, I can't see him with a filter either.
Mel Court said you were giving him a heart attack. Laugh out loud.
She's laughing about me having a heart attack.
Yes, I am.
Thank you. No. Do you feel
Uh,
love?
Oh, Vermont, you're not eating today?
No.
What is this for?
I'm not eating. I wouldn't touch that with a 20-foot pole.
Vermont?
Oh.
That looks kind of like something maybe the doctor might use. I mean, I'm just saying.
Not saying. Not saying. I'm being
Okay,
good.
I'll bite. It's a slingshot.
It says with an anatomically longer handle, wet or dry.
Oh,
Look, I'm not making it up.
What part of town were y'all in today? That's all I can ask.
This was from Walmart.
I didn't know they carried that. I
You
guess
just have to know what department to shop
I
in.
guess our Walmart doesn't have that department.
Why did she love the trash package you sent?
That looks kind of like something down there on the south side of the airport
Oh.
area to me.
I do
You're
live south
welcome,
of the
no.
airport.
We had a bunch of mismatched jewelry, bracelets,
Oh, cool.
all kinds of stuff. There was actually diamond studded earrings in there and real diamonds, stuff like that. I threw
Dale
them all in
said-
a box.
Dale said, Bruce, I love the trash
I tried.
package you sent. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, it was just they couldn't match it up to sell it, so I put it all in a box and sent it to her.
Well, that's cool. You know she'll use it to put it to good use.
And she puts it in artwork.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
She'll make something super cool out of it. I got some cream too. Heals, relieves, and repairs.
I suppose if you use your pedicure machine enough, you're going to need some healing.
Don't say it, hillbilly. Just don't.
You know why, Hillbilly?
Oh yeah, I'm one of these too.
Because it's the cart's not coming around so much, so she needed backup.
I could have ordered all this from Instacart. You never know.
Wow.
They're making fun of my stuff, babe.
Not once did we make fun of your stuff.
I didn't make fun of the stuff. I'm just listening to Vermont Paint. See you, Jim.
I'm a saint.
He was laying in the floor last I noticed.
I'm seriously thinking about changing my channel name to Heavenly Angel.
Yeah.
Okay, and then somebody will sue you for false advertisement.
That's the same thing SF Rose said. I knew y'all were twins.
Carolina Hellboy, 1961.
There you go.
See you, Papa Smurf. Enjoy the game.
See you, Jim.
We're watching basketball.
Why?
I don't know. Sid watches any sport. It could be like ping pong or water polo.
I like ping pong.
He's missing the racing game because I just saw
Yeah,
it
well,
playing at the restaurant when we left.
I like watching badminton too.
Glad
Go
you
watch that.
survived, Roy.
That's good. You made it out. Yeah, they were watching some kind of race car thing
Well, you're welcome, Roy.
because they had a Kyle
Sorry
Busch.
you guys lost.
Unless it was a rerun. Motorcycle racing? No. I don't think Kyle Busch does that.
Just once, I want to see one of those reenactments where where the other team wins.
They didn't say rewriting history. They said reenacting.
The other team won a lot there for a while, brother.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I read a lot about history.
You read?
If they hadn't have changed the coach, the other side probably would have won.
Yeah. No kidding.
All right, it's time for dinner.
What are we having?
I don't know. I haven't been down there yet.
We're having pork chops.
No clue.
We already had Mexican food. So much of it said probably won't eat till Tuesday.
Oh, excuse me.
Is-
They're having pork chops.
Is he off night shift now?
Yeah, he's going on days starting tomorrow, but he's got to get a new badge for the plant because they're starting a new job. So he's going to be a couple days in training.
They make him go through the safety thing every
Wow.
time they move to a different place.
Wow,
If it's
look
with a
at that.
different company, yeah, because he was working with Olin. Now he's going to be working for Dow.
Sean the Great Gamer, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Hadn't seen you in forever.
I was going to say there's a name from a while ago.
Blast from the past. So what'd you do today, Vermont, besides watch the car?
Became really poor. My wife and my daughter went shopping. I am now broke, guaranteed. I haven't been upstairs yet, but I know I'm broke. What else did I do today? Oh, I lead back until I got crud all over my car, and then I stopped.
So you actually didn't get in trouble today because the wife was gone all day today then?
I got in trouble yesterday.
That's why she went shopping today.
Exactly.
You know, I have a riding lawnmower that has, you plug the hose in to wash the deck. You turn on the water and I sort of kind of forgot and had it facing the car when I turned it on.
Ooh.
My wife's car.
Yeah. The same one that you like to blow snow on with the snow blower?
Yep.
I think he just
Needless to say, I washed and waxed the car twice this week. And
Oh.
of course, instead of just taking the hose off and hosing it off, I drove it to the car wash and put it in the garage. Yeah, so I got myself in trouble again.
Sounds about right.
I almost made it through the whole weekend without it, Tony.
Oh, well, we couldn't have that.
Well, she got her second prevention there, and I didn't want to mess her up I had to be nice for a couple days.
Boy, that was like being in prison, wasn't it?
It was. I couldn't do anything I wanted to do. I was informed I'm not allowed to catch the bunny out back, though.
You're not allowed? Why not?
He doesn't want to keep it in a fish tank.
Oh.
Dude, catch it in a rabbit gum and eat it.
No, it's only a little tiny one. It's like the size of a Beanie Baby.
Oh, that's the most tender ones.
Don't listen to him.
It's too cute.
Exactly.
I got this 55-gallon fish tank that there's nothing in it, no water or anything. Be a great little home for a little bunny.
Chicken,
keep getting
corn,
in
and
trouble,
mashed
you probably gonna need that fish tank down there where you're at to take a bath in.
Yep. I'm pretty
chicken,
good at
got-
it.
corn, and mashed potatoes.
You got a
What is
hole
it?
in one.
What is
Hole
it,
in
Sonia?
one.
Chicken, corn, and mashed potatoes.
Oh man, I'm coming to your house.
Corn. Mashed potatoes. Pork chops. Potatoes. Corn. I guess I should go cook dinner. I know the little bunny wants to hop free, but the stupid cat keeps going around my house, and I don't want the little bunny to get taken out by the cat. It's not old enough.
Daisy wouldn't do that.
No, there's a cat that runs around wild out there.
I got 3 of them here, and they go after the bunnies here too.
Yeah, they keep the mice down, but don't leave the rabbits alone. I don't care if you take out the squirrels. Good luck with that. We got a squirrel out there that's the size of my dog.
They like to eat the birds' eggs, and they like to eat the baby bunnies.
I know there was another cat out there that I noticed has got a scar on its head. I think it got too close to those sparrow nests. They don't play. They will go after a cat with no problem whatsoever, and they kind of tag team them. Those barn swallows?
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean sparrow. Barn swallow. Yeah, they got some very sharp beaks.
well, I'm not a cat person. I never have been a cat person.
I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, I know. You get one about every 3 months.
Not anymore. I'm done. I told her I'm done. Next one shows up, I'm bringing it to the barn. I'll bring half the ones I have now to the barn. Although cats around the barn were awfully handy, though. They certainly do cut down the amount of rats and mice and snakes around the place.
Yeah, you don't mess with an old tomcat from around the barn either.
Now, a couple of them were really friendly. You know, they come up and let you pet them for a while, but when they were done, they were done. You didn't try to continue to pet them because you would be leaving with scar tissue hanging from your arm.
Fine.
What are you doing, Tony Damien?
It
Playing with
sounds,
this little thing.
it's vibrating, whatever it is.
She's coloring.
On live?
No, I just
See what?
She just cut a hole in her finger.
y'all are crazy.
Wow.
You don't even have fingernails. Why did you buy something that you say is for fingernails?
So I can do Sid's feet.
Oh, feet. Nope, no feet.
I was getting ready to say, I bet it's for your feet.
Nope.
Don't do feet.
I don't do anybody else's feet.
I don't touch feet. I don't like feet. I don't look at feet.
So you're not one of those
Sid
feet
told
with
me
sand delivery channels.
Sid told me that
told
she
you?
could climb a redwood tree with nothing but her toenails.
Very funny.
Really? Has she been watching toenail videos? Oh, that's right. She was, wasn't she?
I was.
That's
They're
why
pretty
she got
gross.
it. That's why she got it, because she got grossed out from the videos.
No, I have to experiment.
You're going to paint them too?
Sid's? Probably not. He frowns upon that.
Oh. Yeah,
There's a
Yeah.
limit with how much experimentation he'll go for.
Oh, hey, Hibbley, they're doing work at the house next door.
Is that what happened to your internet?
Are they living in the house next door yet?
I think that's what happened to it, but it's back up and going. Of course, they reroute it pretty quickly anyway, but I don't know. But I tell you what, they're not listening to country music or pop music. They're listening to like AC/DC and it's heavy
Oh.
metal stuff. I was like, oh, so maybe we will get along.
Are they
So
living
has
over
your-
there already?
Has your son met the daughters yet?
Not yet. At least he's still breathing, so I don't think so. We'll see. I know one of them graduated high school. The guy that still does the lawn, even though the house is sold, they're still having to take care of the lawn. Said that one of them graduated high school last year, so. I mean, she's older than 18.
That one might be going off to college then.
Well, we have some great colleges up here. That's probably why they bought the house, most likely. I bet you she's going to UVM. To medical college. That would make sense.
Are they living over
Yeah,
there
because you
already?
said one of them's a doctor and one of them's a lawyer, right?
Yep. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're right. Good. I never even thought about that. But that definitely would make sense why they would buy a house here.
Save
got too much-
in-state tuition.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Big difference in price. I mean, a huge difference. Like an extra cup of zero is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. No, they're not moved in totally yet. I haven't seen the moving truck. But I know they took out the tub, the toilet, the sink, the countertops. Because it was all over the driveway.
Vermont's going to walk out one day and there's going to be like 10 tractor and trailers of moving trucks out in front of the house.
I bet you there's one or two at least. I'm expecting a fence anytime now, though. Because you know it's going to happen.
I'm probably scared of Ted.
No. Just people like that are used to having fences around their property.
Do they have a pool?
No, they have a built-in hot tub in the house, though. It's got a room for it. It's got one of those glassed-in sunrooms, you know, the curved glass rooms
Right.
off the back of the house with stairs that come out of the basement into it, and it's got a walk-in hot tub.
How much property did they get with it?
They only have 1 acre.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I have the property that's at the end of the road, so I have from their property all the way to the Route 104.
Well, 1 acre don't give them a lot of room to do a lot of stuff with the property.
No, because most of it's front yard with big trees and flowers and hedges and lights that go up the driveway, and so it's more house and front yard. It's a fancy front yard. It's fancier than mine. Mine's all dried out.
Well, there's one thing about it. If you need to see a doctor or you need some lawyering done, all you got to do is go next door and knock on the door now.
No, it's okay. I have a lawyer, and I'm never seeing doctors as little as possible. Because they'd probably charge me 5 times more than I'd have to pay anywhere else. But they're going to be in for shock, though, coming here from where they're coming from. So, weather's about the same, though. Cold.
Yeah.
Actually, might be warmer here. Really. If they came from like the Upper Peninsula, it's warmer here.
God, that was a cold place, dude. I thought I died when I went there. Oh,
The wind, it's brutal. The wind is horrendous. It never stops.
yep.
every time I ever delivered up there, it blew my truck sideways every single solitary time, and it never slowed up. A calm day up there is like, oh yeah, well, we've got 10-mile-an-hour winds today. That's a calm day.
I was up a 32-foot extension ladder the first week of February on the Upper Peninsula of Michigan on a power line.
Oh, you don't have enough Long Johns.
No. Oh, I almost died. That's when I quit. I actually quit Alcoa Fujikura. That was the last job I did for them. I packed my stuff up. I told them, I said, y'all have lost your mind. They sent me up there by myself to splice that whole power line in the wintertime. And I packed up my stuff and I went home and quit.
I'm used to it, but that's cold for me up there. You know, I don't care how good your Under Armour is. Not good enough.
Yep.
Although the technology now for what they have for Long Johns is way farther ahead than what it used to be.
All right, guys, I need to go see what happened to my dog. Let me get off from here. He's in there just screaming. I don't know what's going on with it.
Uh-oh. Well,
But I appreciate
good.
you guys coming by. Everybody be safe. Everybody have a good week. And always remember, be good to yourself, be good to each other. I'll see you guys tomorrow.